World War I was a new kind of war. It was a war of trenches, machine guns and barbed wire. Attacking across open ground was suicide. The British Army searched for a solution. They needed a machine to break the deadlock. In 1916, the first tanks rolled onto the battlefield. These early tanks were crude. They were slow, unreliable and lightly armed. However, their impact was immediate. They could cross trenches and resist machine gun fire. Tanks gave hope to soldiers trapped in the trenches. The tank's potential was clear. It could achieve breakthroughs. It could restore mobility to the battlefield. The tank was here to stay. The tank's first major engagement was the Battle of the Somme in 1916. While not decisive, it showed the future of warfare. The tank had arrived, and it would change warfare forever. World War II saw the tank evolve rapidly. Germany, in particular, embraced the tank. They developed the Blitzkrieg, a new form of warfare. Blitzkrieg used tanks in concentrated formations. These formations smashed through enemy lines with speed and violence. The Battle of France in 1940 showcased the devastating potential of Blitzkrieg. German tanks, such as the Panzer IV, outmaneuvered and outgunned their opponents. The Allies were caught off guard. They learned a harsh lesson about the importance of tank warfare. The Eastern Front witnessed massive tank clashes. The Battle of Kursk in 1943 was the largest tank battle in history. Thousands of tanks from both sides clashed in a brutal struggle. The Soviets, after early defeats, developed their own powerful tanks. The T-34 was a rugged and effective design. It became a symbol of Soviet resistance. The war proved that victory depended on powerful, well-designed tanks. The Cold War saw a technological race between NATO and the Warsaw Pact. Both sides poured resources into developing new tanks. Armor, firepower and mobility were constantly improved. Tanks like the American M60 Patton and the Soviet T-72 became iconic. The development of composite armor and explosive reactive armor offered better protection. New tank guns, like the British L11 120mm, provided increased firepower. Engines became more powerful, improving mobility. The tank became a highly sophisticated weapons platform. However, tanks were not just for large-scale conflicts. They played a role in regional conflicts as well. In the 1973 Yom Kippur War, Israeli and Arab tanks clashed in the Sinai Desert. The Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s also saw extensive tank battles. The Cold War might have ended, but the evolution of the tank did not. New threats and technologies continued to drive innovation. Today, tanks remain a vital component of modern armies. They have evolved into highly advanced weapons systems. Modern tanks like the American M1 Abrams, the German Leopard 2 and the Israeli Merkava 4 are marvels of technology. These tanks boast advanced composite armor, sophisticated fire control systems and powerful engines. They are equipped with sensors, thermal imaging and digital battle management systems. They can operate effectively in day and night and in all weather conditions. The future of tank warfare lies in further technological advancements. Active protection systems will provide a defense against anti-tank missiles. Unmanned turrets and remote-controlled tanks are also being explored. The tank, once a symbol of industrial might, is entering the digital age. Despite the rise of drones and precision-guided munitions, the tank remains relevant. It provides firepower, protection, and a psychological impact. As long as there are battlefields to conquer, tanks will be there, evolving to meet the challenges.